What's good, you guys? Thank you for tuning back in to your favorite couple, Rich and Fonz. And we're back with another mukbang. You already know what time it is.
Oh, why you didn't say Mukbang Monday?
Yeah, because it ain't Monday.
Right, so today is Tuesday. So we waited an extra day because we wanted to do a special Taco Tuesday. We always do seafood because that's Fonz's favorite food. And tacos are my favorite food. And you can't have tacos unless it's Tuesday. Well, no, I eat tacos all the time.
Right.
But tacos are made for Tuesday. So we're going to do a taco mukbang today.
And for our mukbang, what are we talking about today?
Ghosts.
And what? Spirits and ghosts.
They're the same thing.
I mean, that's your opinion. Everyone has their opinion, so.
So yes, tacos, all the fixings. I got my hard shell tacos. Fonz got his soft shell tacos. We got the cheese, the meat, the lettuce, the tomato. Can't have a taco without sour cream. Lots and lots of sour cream. And taco sauce. So, ew. What do y'all like better? Hard tacos, soft tacos? What's your preference? Is you team Rich with the hard tacos or team Fonz with the soft tacos?
Soft. I'm a softie. Okay.
You like them soft, I like them hard.
Yeah.
Figure that out. But actually, when I was younger, like I only ate soft tacos, and now I don't like them.
And it's weird because I used to always eat the hard ones, and now I like the soft ones.
So yeah, let's get into this tacos and talk about some ghosts.
And spirits.
Ghosts. I think they're ghosts.
I think there's a big difference.
So when you say spirits, what do you mean?
So for me, I think ghosts, I mean, some people get them confused. To me,
So
I
you
feel
think
like
they're not the same.
no.
Okay.
Because a ghost is, I think it's advertised, like not franchise. What is it called? It's like
Commercialized.
Commercialized. Like people have make money off those things. Spirits too. They try to make some money off of spirits, but ghosts, I think like I'd be thinking of like, I was about to say Casper, but Casper is kind of like
a spirit.
Yeah,
he's
like a spirit. Yeah, but like, yeah, I guess you could say Casper. Versus a spirit would be like somebody like your family member.
So Casper was somebody's family member, though. He just wasn't those people's family member.
Yeah.
So you're saying if it's somebody you know that passed away and they come back, then it's a spirit. But if it's somebody else's relative, you don't know them, then it's a ghost.
No, but like a lot of no. How do you describe it? That would still be a spirit, but it's like, let's say, you go to a museum or a haunted hotel, and they're like, oh, there's this lady who comes and like clacks and stuff like that. Now, if they don't know for sure, or they don't have any facts behind if that was a real person or not, then that's, people would say that's a ghost because they're trying to make money off of those things. Now, if it was a real person, then yeah, that would be a spirit.
So then you're saying if it's real, it's a spirit. If it's fake, it's a ghost.
I don't know how to describe it.
I'm just trying to figure out your thoughts. That's all.
I don't know how to describe it.
My idea of a ghost versus a spirit would be, and this is probably stolen from something I've seen on TV or something, but a ghost, like when you think about a ghost, you think of a haunting. So like for a ghost, it's someone who's stuck in a place where something traumatic happened and they just keep reliving that over and over. So when you go to like a haunted hotel, like you said, the ghost is the one that just walks down the hallway with their bags at the same time every night, goes into the room. It's like they're on a repeat cycle, where a spirit is like a loved one or someone who passed away and they just are coming back to visit people and they're not just doing the same thing over and over again. So that would be the difference that I would make in my mind between a ghost and a spirit.
That's what I kind of was trying to say, but I know how to really say it.
Sure it was, Fonz.
Whoa.
Just say I'm smart.
You are smart, but you're better with words. I don't know how to really describe it, but I think a lot of time people try to, collect money for those things and make up things.
So let me show y'all a trick real quick with this taco, right? So this is what you got to do. Because these hard shell tacos, you know, they tip over and everything spills out. So I'm like a taco expert. So this is what I do. Take the sour cream. And I use a lot of sour cream, but you like put it on the sides so that it holds everything in place. And just cover the top. So then if it spills, look, nothing happens. Nothing coming out of there. Yeah, see, yeah, I figured that out on my own. I love tacos. Just completely cover the entire taco with sour cream. Boom. Now look at this shit. You can basically turn the taco upside down and nothing happens. Like, it's magic.
Disgusting. That's a lot of...
Oh, sour cream, baby. Can't live without it.
You have an addiction.
Yeah. And hold on, because we talking about ghosts and stuff, like, we didn't even talk a lot about my tacos. Like, this is an amazing topic. So, we used to live in Texas, and we used to go get tacos all the time. And what I've learned about tacos... Ooh.
You were just talking about somebody using all the sauce. The last sauce probably was you.
So what I learned is that this is a taco, right? But this is what I think of as a taco. This is Americanized as fuck. This is not a real taco. And I didn't realize that until I moved to Texas. Like here in New York, all the corner stores and gas stations, they sell fried chicken. Like you go in there and get 3 chicken wings for $1. Every store damn near. Beef patties, subs, things like that. When I got to Texas, I was so excited because I went in the first store and instead of having like chicken wings and subs and stuff that you could buy hot food, everybody had tacos, enchiladas. It was like taco paradise. And I love tacos. So I was like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. And then what I realized is that this is not a real taco. Like those tacos you buy in Texas, tacos that are made by Mexicans and Mexican Americans, they are completely different. Like it's just meat with like some chopped up onions and like red sauce or green sauce. You don't get the sour cream, lettuce, tomato. A lot of them don't have cheese and they're really, really good. Don't get me wrong, but this is what I like. This is what I grew up. This is heaven on a shell. It's just so good.
It's like Taco Bell.
Basically, a homemade Taco Bell taco. But, what?
I'm dripping there.
It's okay. When I'm done with my taco, I like completely clean the plate too. Everything that falls, I eat.
Yeah, me too.
But remember that show we watched on Netflix about tacos? It was like all the different kinds of tacos. It was like a really great Netflix series. I learned a lot about Hispanic culture and different taco origins in Spain and Mexico and the differences and all that stuff. So it was dope as fuck. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Just search like tacos on Netflix. It should come up. But there was this one taco that really caught my attention was the birria taco. It was like cooked and deep fried and it had cheese. So that's what caught my attention. Out of all the tacos, this one had cheese. And
birria.
And it's like nice and fried so nothing falls out and it's just the meat and the cheese and stuff. And then it comes with like this soupy dip. It's like a gravy. I don't know what it is. Like oily, just brown
like
sauce. I love tacos. But we found a place in Austin that had these tacos. And it was sad because it was like a week before we left when I found this place. And if I knew about it earlier, I would have been there like every day. But they were so freaking good. Birria tacos, bro. Birria tacos is popping. So yeah, back to ghost stories.
So, we talked about the difference, but have you ever seen one or a spirit?
You ain't even barely put nothing in there, bro. You gotta stuff that shit.
I don't like it when it falls. That's fine.
Gotta be messy with it. Just
Okay, I zombie. Have you seen one? Have you seen a ghost or spirit?
I don't think so. I really want to.
God, if you guys haven't seen our last video. We went to a haunted hotel.
We went to a haunted hotel in Austin, Texas. What was the name of that hotel?
Driskill
Hotel. Yeah, Google it. Super haunted hotel. Lots of crazy stuff going on. We actually made a video. We stayed there on Halloween night this year that just passed. We stayed there on Halloween night. And we brought a Ouija board. We went through the whole hotel in the middle of the night, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Mad crazy stuff happened. It's super dope. You probably haven't seen it if you're not subscribed to our other channel, Two Guys and a Girl. But I've taken out, uploaded to Rich and Fine just so y'all can see it as well. We didn't see. I'm not gonna say nothing. You just gotta watch the video.
Yeah.
But as far as me seeing a ghost, I don't think I've seen a ghost before. Growing up with my mom, loved scary movies. I grew up watching like Chucky and Freddy Krueger and Jason, and I used to be scared shitless. My mom would send me to my grandmother's, and my grandmother would be upset because I wouldn't go to bed once I got home, and like I would be like seeing heads on the Christmas tree, and my grandmother had to lay down at the end of the bed and stay there until I fell asleep. And then if I woke up in the middle of the night and she wasn't there, I would flip shit. So I was super scared as a kid. I remember one time my mom scared me. I walked in the kitchen and she had a stocking cap over her head in a robe, like completely covering her face. She had a stocking cap and it was like a piece of it hanging down, dangling. And she had on this big ass robe. So I walk in the kitchen. I'm like, Mom, she's not answering me. So I go in the kitchen and she turns around and rips open her robe and it's just the stocking cap covering her face. And I just took off. And I just was like, you know, at that age, the only thing I could think of to do was to play dead. So I just laid in the middle of the front room and tried my best not to breathe. And she came and she realized what was happening and she thought I really like passed out and died. And she was super scared. And she was like, oh my God, I'll never do it again. I'm so sorry. And I was like, yeah, that's what you get. Keep fucking with me.
Yo. Y'all are a mess.
But she also used to tell us ghost stories. Like she would tell us like, you hear that knocking? That's the ghost. And she tells us every house I've ever lived in, we've had ghosts. And you hear knocking and doors would open and this would happen and this would happen. And I'm like 5 years old watching Chucky all day long, scared shitless, like didn't know what to do. Wait a minute, last story. So my younger sister's father and my mom were in a relationship and she walked by the bathroom. It was time for me to go to bed and she walked by the bathroom and was like, come on, Rich, time to go to bed. So I go to the back room to go to bed. And on the way, we walk past the bathroom and she knocks on the door and is like, Dino, I'm putting Rich to bed, to give me the idea that he's in the bathroom. So I go in the bedroom, and this is like immediately following watching some crazy scary movie where people are being beheaded and, you know, just ridiculous shit that she used to make us watch because she liked to torture us. And I sat in the room on the edge of the bed and I'm just like swinging my feet and I'm looking around. It's pitch black. I'm scared to death. I don't want to go to sleep. And next thing I know, the closet door just flies open. I just was like, phew. My mom said my feet was like in front of my body. I was running so fast, like in the cartoons where they're leaning back running. He said that's what I look like. Like I ran so fast. And I'm like, this is freaking crazy. Somebody is in my room. The door just flung open. All I see is this big black figure coming out. And she's like, no, nothing's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Brings me back in the room. And she's saying it loud. Now that I'm older, I recognize she's saying it loud enough so that my little sister's father would hear. I'm bringing him back to the room so we can search. And so he hides, comes out of the closet, and this time he gets under the bed. So we go in the room. She's like, opens the closet, turns on, like, there's nobody here. See, it's okay. You're just scared because of the movie, blah, blah, blah. So I get back on the bed, and I'm just swinging my feet, heart beating out of my chest. And the next thing you know, somebody grabs my goddamn leg. Yeah. Mind you, I'm like 10 years old. And my leg gets grabbed. So now I freaking flip shit, run again back to the front room, screaming. I'm like, no, I'm not going back in there. There's somebody in there. Da, 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 da. And my mom just bust out laughing. And then they eventually tell me what was going on. And yeah, Mom, I still don't forgive you for that.
I would have probably had a heart attack. I would have passed out. But I haven't seen, I think I've seen my mom. But it was like right after she passed, so I'm not sure. Like when you go through that phase of like losing somebody, you constantly you feel like you see them, or you feel like something's a sign. But yeah, right after she passed away, I used to always see her. Like I'll like turn my head, and then it's like a figure, or like actually her face, and then I'll turn right back, and it's like gone. And then I'll hear like her voice also. And then once in a while I have like dreams, and then wake up and it's like I don't know. But I don't think I've really seen a spirit, but I do believe that they are real.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen a spirit or a ghost. I do believe that it's real. I think that when you are going through grief and you lost somebody that you love, it's very easy to, your mind kind of wants to see those things and wants to believe that this person is still around or still there with you. And even though I do believe that's true, I do think that sometimes our mind can create those things as kind of like a coping mechanism to help us to get through. And it's definitely helpful. And I'm one of those people, like, I want to see a ghost, like, especially after my sister passed. Also, I was like I was praying, like, please show me something, like, make me believe that it's real. But I've never seen a ghost. And it's weird because, like, these psychics and things, like, we watched this really good show on Netflix. What was it called? Like Life After Death?
I think so. Yeah,
I think it's called Life After Death. If y'all haven't seen it, it's really dope. And they talk about like mediums and psychics and ghosts and people with these stories about losing kids, and then how these really weird things happen that seem like coincidence, but like I personally don't believe in coincidences. So, watching stuff like that, it gets me really excited because it's like I want to experience those things. I want to see a ghost, or a spirit.
Yeah. I at first I didn't believe in that stuff, but like also as a kid, I used to watch like Ghost Hunters and like the mediums and stuff. So I used to want to do that. And plus, like I'm like an October baby, so I was like obsessed with like Halloween and scary stuff. So as a kid, I used to feel like I wanted to do that and like do those things. But also hearing like were you about to hand me that?
You want to bite? Just a little sour cream, baby.
But yeah, where was I? But
Why
I lost my train of thought.
It's a bloody taco.
That's so disgusting. Anyways, but I do believe in like. I do believe in like after, and like afterlife, and yo, I don't know where I'm going. My head just went blank. Taco high.
When I was a kid, my grandma told me that I was psychic. She said I was playing underneath the cabinets in the kitchen, just banging on pots, doing weird stuff. I was like 4 or 5, something like that. And she said I just stopped, and I looked at her while she's there doing the dishes, and said, "Grandma's in the hospital, or Grandma's dying, or something like that." And she's my grandmother, so she's like, "Oh hell no! What the hell you just said?" And I'm like, "Grandma's in the hospital. Grandma's dying." And so she got really scared and whatever, and was just like probably thinking like, "Oh God, something's about to happen to me." But a few minutes later, the house phone rings, and it's someone from my father's side of the family saying that my grandmother on my father's side was in the hospital, had like a stroke or heart attack or something like that, when I'm like 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember this. This is what my grandmother tells me, so I know that it's true. My grandma's probably the most truthful person I've ever met in my life. So I I guess I was a psychic as a kid, but they say like kids are more prone to like see things that are around and talk to ghosts and see ghosts because their minds haven't been tainted by like society saying ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real.
Right.
Like they're just open to everything, and those energies recognize that and are able to talk to them and stuff. So maybe that was happening. And then throughout my life growing up, like there have been a lot of times where like I've kind of seen things that were gonna happen, not like
Like a vision, like deja vu.
yeah, almost like a deja vu, exactly. Or like just recently, I was like afraid to go to sleep because I'm like, for something was telling me like I'm not gonna wake up in the morning. I don't know why. I was just thinking like my heart's gonna stop or something while I was asleep. I was super scared to go to sleep, and then I was just like, well, I gotta go to sleep. So I went to sleep, and I woke up, and just recently this happened, and my younger sister's father actually had a heart attack and passed away in his sleep. So that was super weird. And, you know, when she called me the next day and told me that, I was like, oh my God, like I literally was afraid to go to sleep last night because I thought I was going to have a heart attack and I wasn't going to wake up. So, you know, small things like that. Like I said, I don't believe in coincidence. Like there's so much energy and we're all connected through those energies. So it's like, I believe there's something more there. But as for afterlife, you were saying, so you believe in heaven, hell,
Yeah.
angels,
I believe in
pearly
that.
gates.
Yeah, I do believe in that. Now, it's like what kind of like takes it away from it is like the whole religion part and like people and like making up things. But heaven itself, I do believe in that, and I do believe there's something. Um, there's a God out there, and in the afterlife where good people go. I used to also have like deja vu, and I'll have like these visions, and I'll be sitting in class like I can. It's like I dreamed it like a day or two before, and I'll just be in class like this happened already, like, and my friends would look at me like you're crazy. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, like I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna do this, like, and it just kept like repeating itself like all the time. My friend was like, just shut up. But I don't know. It's weird. I think we're us like we are. This may sound weird, but I believe that we are spirits already, like in our just like here on like how do you say it? We like this body is like our bodies are just temporary. I feel like there's another dimension, um, and that's why we have like so many people have like different gifts. Also, with the when you said like you were a child or whatever, I think that you're definitely right, and that was also like one of the things on that show that we were watching, Life After Death, with like the kids like reciting like the person who died before him, um, who was on a different side of the country, and like saying like I was a movie star, I had kids, I drove this car, I did this, my friend's name was this, and like all these weird things, and then like they're googling this person, and they come to find out it was a person who died 60, 70 years later, and they're like, how did he know this? Like
Earlier.
yeah. So I do believe in like the afterlife, and you could come back and reincarnation. I do believe in I think a lot of that is definitely possible.
I believe, I believe that I don't, so the whole idea of like heaven is above us, hell is below us, pearly gates, all that stuff. I don't say I believe in all that. What I truly think I believe in my heart is that like we're in hell right now. That's what I think. I think all the stuff that we encounter on earth is hell. And when we die, we go to heaven. I think that, and I think that like when I look at certain people's lives, uh, yeah, it's kind of hard to say because I was gonna say like some people like I feel like they reach a point where they've suffered so much and they've changed their lives around and you know started to be just a really kind and wonderful person in the way God intended for us to be, I believe. And then they die. Like they say, good people die young. And I think that, for a lot of people who haven't reached that place and they're still in this kind of negative space and stuck in these cycles of bad things and doing bad things, like they're stuck here. And that's why people who are like generally like bad people kind of live for a very long time. And it's like, I don't know, part of me wants to believe that, but then I also think about like my grandmother. If that's the case, she would have been in heaven 20, 50 years ago, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But I do think that we are in hell now, and I think that when we die, we go to heaven. And I don't believe in heaven as in like a place. I always thought of heaven as like everything, like that show we watched, like people who were having those near death experiences, they were like they just felt like every color and every happy feeling and emotion. It's like your energy just becomes like everything great, and it just like engulfs you, and like just greatness and color and wonderful and warmth and love. And I don't think it's like a place where it's like there's a cab that's gonna pick you up, take you to the pearly gates. You're gonna talk to God. He's gonna say yes, you can get in, and then you're gonna get in, and it's like, hey, turn up, we in the club.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it's like a place. I think it's just your spirit becomes free and like total ecstasy. But I also want to believe that your family members, your loved ones, come back to get you. A lot of people say they see their loved ones and stuff like that, and like I would not be able to live thinking that I would never see my sister again. So for me, I know that when I die, I'm going to see my sister again. Like, that's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I never really put it as like hell, but you do make a great point, because for me, I feel like God created us, and I feel like, why would you create someone and then like, for them to go to another place where they're tortured? But I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of the hard one. So the hell part, I'm still like kind of iffy with, but you just put another perspective in my mind of like, is this hell? Because when you think about it, we go through mad crap. Like, there's good things that happen, but there's also a lot of bad stuff that also happens to a lot of people. The good people also. So, and I think, yeah, like with your grandmother is an amazing person. Your mom's an amazing person. So, I don't know. That's kind of that's a one thing that I do, suffer with also.
Yeah.
But that also goes to, like another dimension. So on this topic, what about outer body experiences? Have you ever had an outer body experience?
Yeah, I've had a lot of outer body experiences, but they didn't just come naturally. I took some outer body shit and put it in my body.
Yo,
I was floating like a motherfucker.
Yo, I cannot with you. I knew it was coming.
I'll be out of my body 5 days a week now.
I mean, in the same way, yeah, because like I had one, well, I had two actually. It was one time I went to sleep, and I like just remember, this was also after my mom passed away, and I was remember I told you about the figure after my mom passed away.
Mm-hmm.
It was a figure there. I remember just staring at the figure because I was so scared, and then I finally fell asleep. But when I fell asleep, I was like just like hovering, and I was there until like it turned another day. So I just like went back in my body, and I woke up like, what the heck? But that was so creepy.
Oh, hell.
So that was one, and then another one was when I had my surgery on my ear. I remember like the lady kept poking me with like the needles. The needle, she had to poke me like 9 times because she couldn't find a vein, and I wanted to like really like I was so mad. My uncle had to kind of hold me down so she could like finally stick me. I was cussing her out and everything, but he finally like got it, and then like she left, and I remembered I think I was eating like ice chips or something, and I just remember like getting dizzy, and I went to, and then like everything kind of went blurry, and then I remember them putting me into the waiting room,
Mm-hmm.
and in the waiting room I just see the lights, and then I go, shh, and they're just doing surgery on me. I'm like, and I come back and I just woke up.
Yeah, see, that was the drugs. They gave you some morphine. And you have zero tolerance for drugs. So yeah, you was twisted. I can imagine. But being able to like see your body like over yourself and see what's going on, I've never had that. That's super scary. I wish I would have. No, I don't wish I would have, because I ain't doing no surgery, and that's probably the only way that would happen. Yeah. But yeah,
I remember my aunt. She kept like back in the car. She kept asking me questions like, "What?" She was like, "You was asleep." She was like, "You was knocked out." She was like, "You remember all that?" I was like, "Yeah," and blah, blah, blah. But she was like, "Yeah, okay, keep that to yourself."
Wait, what about Oh, you said you do believe in like coming back, reincarnation?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that because if I think about like our spirits leaving, so the way
so when I say like reincarnate, like so for me, what I believe, not like you come back and live like another life for another whole lifetime. I believe people come back and use other, because like for example, the kid in that documentary, if they feel like that family didn't get closure, or if they feel like they're meant to like come back, because what this person I believe happened was they came back, um, with his life, and then he actually left. The boy stopped talking about that person in his previous life when he turned about 6 or 7. So, and what happened is they actually went to the family and started telling the family, and the family was like, "Wow, he never told me those things," or "Wow." So it was like a closure.
So he came back for momentarily to give closure,
right? For like a purpose. So I believe that, but not to be like, "Oh, I lived 1,000 years and I'm back again." Now, if that's what y'all, if that's some people religion.
Religion, yeah.
So
like they believe you come back as like a dog if you're not good.
Yeah,
or
I don't believe in that.
You come back as a horse or a frog, or you can come back as a king if you're really a good person in this life. Like the more lives, they think one religion is that the more lives that you live, the better you become, the higher in rank you basically come back. So. Like, if you're really good in this life, you can come back as, like, a prince. If you're really bad in this life, you can come back as a frog. Oh, prince and a frog. Yeah. I'm the prince.
No, I'm the prince.
But, yeah, so, and then the other thing is, like, psychics. Do you believe in psychics? Because I think that they're, like I said before, like, with the idea that we want to believe these things, and I think psychics play on that. But I still want to believe it. I want to believe that someone can tell me.
It's kind of iffy because I do believe there are people who are really psychics, and I believe there are also people who are.
Or not psychic, a medium. Because a psychic is more like tell your future.
Yeah, so a medium. I believe that there are some who are like probing, like to wait till you get. Oh, like they'll say, "I'm seeing someone," and they said their family, their favorite color is blue. What about red? Red. Yeah, red. Okay. And they kind of like
until you start jumping at stuff, like, and then they'll be like, "All right, let's take that."
Oh path. Yeah, I had a red car, and like, or I had a black car. Yeah, it's like how many other people have had black cars? Like, and then they'll say their name starts with an A, and then they'll kind of try to cover it up, and like, oh wait, right. I think it was a B. Yeah, a B, right? Yeah. Like I think that like people who do that. Like, shame on you, because that's like really, you're messing with people's emotions, you're messing with people's, people are trying to find closure. So
then I'm also going to play devil's advocate here, and you say shame on you, and I say like they're giving a service, because the people who are going and seeking these people out, like they're needing that. They need to hear something to keep moving forward. So if you're able to be that good at nitpicking and probing and doing all that stuff to where you can make this person genuinely believe that they've spoken to their loved one and their loved one's okay, now they can go home and sleep at night. Yeah. I think you did a service. But don't play with me. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my money. I don't like that shit.
No, I think there's like people who are really who does have, I think that's a gift. I think there are people who really do have that gift, and I think there are people who are just playing around.
Like exploiting the business, yeah.
And I think we should do one.
No, see, I don't know, because like I said, if I feel like somebody's playing with me when it comes to certain things, I'm going to flip shit. I'm going to punch somebody right in the face.
Yeah, I probably would too. But I want to do one for my mom, so.
I remember we did Ouija with my cousin, and this is like, maybe a week or 2 weeks after my sister passed, because it took me like a week to just like be awake.
Yeah.
And we doing this Ouija board, and my cousin keeps M-A-R, and I'm like, I'm not fucking playing. Stop fucking playing with me. No, she's here. Like, I was getting pissed the fuck off, but I didn't want to like be mean to her either. Yeah. But I'm still like, I'm not fucking playing.
Well, maybe she was like doing that because she felt like, how. Maybe because she wanted it to be real also, so that's probably why she was doing that.
Don't play with my money. Right. Don't play with my fucking money, alright? That's all I'm going to say.
Anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in to our Taco Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the video. please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment
below. If you have any thoughts, if you believe in ghosts, let us know. If you've got some ghost stories, let us know. Yes. If you've seen ghosts, if you went to a psychic, a medium, anything like that, let us know how that went. And yeah, give us some more ideas. We love whatever y'all want to talk about. We're going to talk about it. Get to it. Whatever y'all want to see us eat, we're going to eat it. Just don't say nothing hot, because I don't like hot food. Everybody keeps saying this chip challenges and these hot wings and these hot fries and this. I don't like hot shit. We're going to do it eventually just because, but like, yeah.
You are.
This, so are you. If I got to do it, you got to do it. You like hot more than me.
Yep.
Baby, cut it out.
You're the hot person.
Yeah, right.
Just eat it.
But yeah, make sure you like this video. And I'm going to put that, like I said, I'm going to upload that video. We went to a haunted hotel. It's called Two Guys and a Girl Stay at a Haunted Hotel on Halloween night. And you can go see it at Two Guys and a Girl, or you can wait for it to be uploaded here in a day or two. But make sure y'all check that out. It's a pretty long video. It's like an hour long. We had cameras rolling 24/7 while we were there. Everything we did, we wanted to make sure that it was on camera in case we picked up some supernatural, paranormal shit. And yeah, we love y'all. Till next time.